Well, there's nothing to do. I wanted to make this video later, but I'll make it right now. I was at the Browns game today, and I gotta tell you, it was the most embarrassing game I've seen for for a minute. It just absolutely fucking embarrassing. I was in Cleveland. I just arrived in Cleveland. Got the notification from my buddy, hey, Watson's not playing. I'm like, hey, we're gonna fucking lose. Kevin Stefanski, this guy is such a fucking moron. He's like an Ivy League moron. Oh, let me think here. We lost our fucking, what is it, $230 million quarterback to a shoulder injury. So I'm going to throw a rookie out there against a stout defense, and we're going to pass the ball more than we run the ball, because you know why? I'm Kevin Stefanski. It's my way or the highway. Didn't help we don't have Chubb. I mean, why does it matter? He ain't going to use Chubb in the fucking first place. Just seen a tweet about Baker Mayfield. He said that Sean McVay and whoever is coaching in Tampa Bay right now was the only two coaches who utilized him. What does that tell you? I'm glad we got Watson, but what does that tell you, Jimmy Haslam? He won't see this video, but hopefully it goes viral, because there's people finally waking up. El Presador and I have been saying it since the COVID season. This guy is fucking stupid. We need to make a trade for Davante Adams. We need to bring Stefanski in the office and say, hey, you know, I noticed in the COVID season when you played against the Jets and we had no wide receivers, you threw it so much. Why would you throw it that much against the sorry Jets when we have backup wide receivers? And then we go on to next week, Stefanski, against the Steelers backups, and we nearly lose to them. You caught COVID and sat at home. You had no say in what the play calling was. And our team went in there and completely obliterated the Steelers starters at their home field. Not that it matters much, because it was COVID season. There weren't fans in the crowd. But still. So, Stefanski, can you explain to me why when AVP was calling the plays, we kicked the Steelers' ass? Can you explain that to me? No? You're giving up the play calling, or there's the door. That's what we're going to do. AVP's going to start calling the plays. Because your play calling is absolutely abysmal, buddy. I'm sitting in the dog pound. It was I met some great people there. Some smart Browns fans that were saying the same thing to me. They don't know I'm a YouTuber. I only got like 169 subs. But this kid next to me was saying, like, Stefanski sucks, his play calling. I was like, finally, a smart Browns fan who understands that Stefanski doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. And then when Joe Thomas comes out for his halftime ring ceremony, the only ring he got because this franchise is sorry as fuck, he got his Hall of Fame franchise ring, and I'm just like, sorry, Joe. Sorry this team sucks so much that you couldn't even sniff the playoffs. I'm over it. I'm sick of it. Us fans deserve better. We have a stupid owner who doesn't know how to hire the right fucking coaches. He's wasting this talented, stout defense because he doesn't get it. He doesn't understand the game of football. Dude, I'm 25 years old and I know more about football than this guy. Stefanski doesn't know how to call plays. How do you not see it? He throws a rookie quarterback out there and he gets absolutely killed because he's a deer caught in the headlights against a great defense. Excuse me. I mean, and he doesn't establish the run. He's getting trick plays. He's getting fancy with it like he always does. It's like, dude, I know we don't have Chubb, but we have Kareem and Ford. Can you run the fucking ball, please? Not up the middle. Let's pitch the fucking thing. Let's get a fucking screenplay going. No. This guy opens it up 5 wide, and he's just throwing the ball. DTR's looking like a deer in the headlights, and I'm watching. Finally, I get to go to a game. I'm in the dog pound, and I'm watching, and I'm seeing these wide receivers not getting open because this guy doesn't scheme guys open. We need Davante Adams, too. It's just abysmal. And I do not blame the defense today. Defense, they gave up. You know why? Because they knew that this offense wasn't going to do shit. By time was the second half. The defense gave up. They're like, we ain't going to win. Why even gas ourselves? This offense can't even get a fucking drive going. 3 points today, guys? I mean, really? That's mainly because of Stefanski. He's an idiot. 3 points. Unbelievable. I couldn't even see the Browns score a touchdown for my first ever Browns game because Watson sat out because of his shoulder, whatever. But you're going to throw a rookie quarterback out there on game day and have him get completely decimated, going 3 and out and gassing our defense. I don't blame the defense. I know Watson will be back against the 49ers. We have a bye coming up. It stings. It's going to be a hard 2 weeks, especially when we go play the 49ers, as I know we're going to lose. Hopefully the 49ers kick our asses and the play calling's abysmal. And that'll be the end of Stefanski. Another wasted season. I really hope if they fire Bill Belichick, I know it's a long shot in the dark, but we need to bring that man in here. I know he said he'd never come back to Cleveland and coach, but money talks. If he doesn't retire, get rid of Stefanski's ass and bring Bill Belichick in here because this is pathetic. The fans of the Browns have been tortured since the 90s, and they took our team away. We have sucked since we've came back. Sucked. We deserve better. We're over it. Wake the fuck up, Jimmy. If this guy continues to call plays, this team is going to rebel when we're like, let's say we'll be 3-6 and then they'll fire him. Wasted season. You should have did it last season. I don't know why you gave him another chance. He sucks. His play calling sucks. I don't know how you as an owner don't see it. Back then, you used to fire these idiots. And then these idiots would never get another head coaching job. I wonder why, because you don't know how to hire coaches. You know what's funny, guys? We used to have Kyle Shanahan. And I think Kyle Shanahan wrote like a fucking memo or whatever you want to call it. He wrote it to the ownership of, I want to be released, get rid of me. That's how bad this organization is. We had Mike McDaniels. He's gone. Look at the Dolphins. I know they got their asses kicked today, but they dropped 70 points. Mike McDaniels is looking like a damn good coach. Back then, we used to have Bill Belichick. And then they sell the team. We had Nick Saban. And then they sell the team. Thanks for that, Art Modell. And then they sell our fucking team. They go to Baltimore, the team that kicked our ass today. And they win 2 Super Bowls. Isn't that Cleveland luck right there? 25 years of my life. The only good thing I've ever seen from Cleveland is the Cavs winning the 2016 championship. Shocker. And we needed the second best NBA player in NBA history to win it. Could we have one more? That's a whole nother video. Because Kevin Durant's a bitch and joined the team that beat him. So, what are you going to do, dude? I'm so deflated from that loss. Once again, in my last video when we kicked Tennessee's ass, I was like, please, Browns, don't make this like the Bengals game where you get me hyped like, oh my God, we're a good team. Don't lay an egg. And they lay an egg. They get their asses kicked. Should Watson have been out there and played? Yeah, get your ass out there, dude. You're making $230 million. Get out there. As much as I would rather have Watson over Baker, Baker played an entire season with a fucked up shoulder. You're telling me you can't go out there and play Watson? Come on, dude. Whatever. If at least the Steelers and the Bengals lost, so it's like a wash. But hopefully, when we get Watson back, we'll be back to our stout defense, and our offense will be as good as it was against Tennessee. The announcers in the Tennessee game even said that Watson had to beg Stefanski to let him play how he wants to play. Why aren't you letting these players play how they want to play, Stefanski? I don't get it, guys. I really don't. I don't know why Jimmy Haslam doesn't see this. Another wasted season's ahead of us. I'm so sick of wasted seasons when we have a fucking Super Bowl caliber fucking defense and we're doing nothing with it. We paid $230 million for Deshaun Watson. We needed to make a trade for Devontae Adams. They got their asses blown out today again, so Devontae's probably pissed off. Make the fucking trade. Get rid of Donovan Peoples-Jones or Jedrick Wills with a second and third round draft pick. Whatever you got to do, we got to get Devontae Adams to open up the field for Watson. DTR sucked. He looked like a deer in the headlight. Doesn't help that our coach threw him to the Wolves. Whatever. Work's going to suck for this week, and then next week we have a bye, so it's going to suck. I have to wait 2 weeks to watch the fucking Browns again. I hate football at times. When you lose, dude, it just is the worst. Basketball and baseball, I don't fucking care. When you lose in football, it stings, dude. It fucking stings. I just want to see the Browns hoist the Lombardi before I die. I know I'm only 25. My dad's not getting any younger. My poor dad has never seen the Browns hoist the Lombardi, and he had to witness the drive and the fumble. It's just so frustrating. It's amazing that a terrible head coach like Kitchens can blow out the Ravens. And Stefanski can't beat him if Lamar Jackson's on the field. When Harbaugh sees the Browns on the schedule, he's like, yes, an easy W. The Browns' kryptonite is the Steelers and the fucking Ravens. I don't get it. Are they afraid of them? Is it the colors that they're afraid of? Is it the staple franchises? And then Cincinnati, we kick the shit out of them every time. Don't get it. I really don't. Don't get it at all. But if Stefanski is retained, especially through next season, what's the point of even watching? We're losing. By the time it was when I was there at the game, the dog pound was going fucking wild. And then after we were getting our asses kicked 21-3, we all shut up. We're like, another game, another loss, no motivation whatsoever. They sucked the motivation right out of us. I hate this fucking team. I really do. Of all the teams I could have picked, I choose the fucking Browns. Oh, I love them, and I hate them. I just want to see them do good. Just to see a Browns team go out there and people are afraid to play the Browns. No, anytime the Browns are on the schedule, it's like, the fucking Browns? Really? They can never get it right. 1 year the offense is good, and the defense is terrible. 1 year the defense is great, offense is terrible. Have a terrible head coach. They can never just have all three. Didn't the Ravens, too, win the Super Bowl with an absolute garbage fucking quarterback when they had that amazing defense against the Giants? It's coaching, dude. I'm sorry, people were like, oh, sometimes it's the players. No, you need a good coach, or you're not going to do pretty. You can have the best team and have the worst coach. You ain't doing nothing. And Stefanski, he's one of those coaches. So, if he doesn't want to give up play calling, you need to fire him. Seriously, get rid of him. He sucks. He's like a robot. He doesn't talk to his players. He doesn't get hype. Nothing, dude. He's just always in that stupid fucking playbook, not giving a fuck. That's all he wants to do is, he likes calling plays. He loves it. He thinks it's a challenge. As a quote from El Presador, it's a challenge for me to fucking watch this guy try to devise a game plan. I just wish God would do what I ask. And then we have Jim Schwartz as our head coach. I love El Presador, that dude's so funny. I just wish God would do what I ask. I especially hate the Steelers for taking out Nick Chubb. One of the nicest dudes you'd ever meet. One of the dudes that just puts on the pads and goes to work. Not mean or anything. No problems. Every team loves the guy. That's how you know it's a good player. Alright, it's 15 minutes in. If there's no news on the Browns, this will be my last video until we lose to the 49ers on next 2 Sundays. So, it's been Bully Guard. Man, another loss. Just completely deflated and demoralized. I don't know what to say, dude. Stefanski's got to go.